6:47 a.m. I'm standing in my own driveway, coffee still steaming in my hand, wearing pajamas and the world's most worn-out slippers, when two squad cars roll up, lights blazing like I'm some kind of cartel boss. And there she is, Brenda, my tenant, my neighbor, and apparently my arch-nemesis, standing on the sidewalk with her arms folded, smirking like she just hit the Powerball. Cops pile out, boots crunching on gravel, and I get this weird whiff of diesel from my truck, mixing with the unmistakable scent of burnt toast drifting out her kitchen window. Officer Keir's face as he realizes he's been dragged into a neighbor spat? Priceless. What Brenda doesn't realize is she just broke the lease's harassment clause, caught on my security cameras, too. 9 minutes later, she's got an eviction notice in hand. Now, serious question, what would you have done if you were me? Drop a comment, let me know where you're watching from. But hold up, let me back up a sec and set the scene proper. Name's Dale, 58. I used to run construction crews, but these days I manage rental properties. Lost my wife Linda to cancer 4 years back. She was the heart of everything I ever built. 2 grown sons, Marcus out in Denver, Tyler in Phoenix. Good guys. Me and Linda worked 30 years to buy up 4 fixer-uppers. We'd work evenings, weekends, sanding floors, hanging drywall, picking out paint. We never got greedy with the rent. Always charged below market. Figured stable tenants beat big profits every time. Take the house next door. I bought it in 17 as a wrecked foreclosure. Linda picked out the subway tile for the kitchen herself. She passed 3 months after we finished that job, so I couldn't bring myself to sell it. Rented it out for $1,400, $450 under market value. That's how Brenda came along. August 2022. She's mid-50s, office manager, decent credit, divorced. On paper, nothing weird. First few months were smooth. She paid rent by autopay, kept the grass short, waved hello. Then month 3, she's on my porch, telling me to repaint my house because it makes hers look shabby. I just laughed, didn't repaint obviously. Month 8, she's demanding I cut down this old Douglas fir, said it blocked her mountain view. I told her that tree's older than both of us, and probably smarter too. Month 14, she calls the city on me, noise complaint about my roofers. 9 a.m. on a Wednesday. Everything by the book, all permits lined up. Inspector looks over my paperwork, then at me, just shakes his head. Somebody's got too much time on their hands, he says. But the complaints were just the surface. What really got me was the pattern. My landscaper, Jesus, been with me 8 years, Guatemalan immigrant, sweetest guy you'll ever meet. Suddenly Brenda's watching him from her window, arms folded, eyes narrow. Tells me, I don't feel safe with those people around. I ask, which people? She just walks off. It wasn't just me. Mr. Crawford across the street, retired postal worker, black, grandkids love him. Built them a treehouse, all permitted. Brenda called it in, claimed unauthorized structure. Inspector walked up, saw the permit tacked right on the tree, just shook his head and left. Then Mrs. Yamamoto 2 doors down, grows roses you can smell a block away. Her grandson walks their golden retriever every evening. Brenda posts on Nextdoor about suspicious activity. Kid walking a dog. You see the pattern yet? 3 weeks before the cop incident, Brenda walks up to me, claims my truck is blocking the sidewalk. My driveway's 12 feet wide, truck's 8. There's room to land a helicopter, but I show her anyway. She doesn't care. Next week, typed notes on my windshield. Times New Roman, for God's sake. Your vehicle is a hazard. I will report it. Then she posts my license plate online, says I'm a DUI risk. I haven't had a drop since Linda died. At that point, I called my buddy Gus, 61, semi-retired lawyer, still sharp. We meet at a diner. Document everything, he tells me. Photos, timestamps, logs, the whole 9 yards. She'll escalate, and when she does, you'll be ready. A week later, Brenda corners me, jabbing her finger toward my truck, face red as a stop sign. Move it, or I'll make your life hell. I just said, Brenda, it's my property. Her eyes went dead cold. We'll see about that. Next day, I'm out at dawn, and here comes the fun part. 2 squad cars roll up, Brenda's on the sidewalk, arms crossed, smiling for her own personal reality show. She tells the cops I'm blocking access, possibly intoxicated, possibly an abandoned vehicle. All lies. Officer Keir, professional, not buying it, measures everything, checks my survey, then tells her point blank, "It's legal, ma'am. Filing false reports is a crime." Her face turns the color of a plum, and she storms inside, slamming the door so hard my porch shook. Kier hands me an incident card. "Document everything," he says. "Already do, officer." He nods, almost smiling. When the cruisers leave, my hands are shaking. Not fear, just white-hot rage. I'd given Brenda a good deal. Fixed her garbage disposal at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. Plowed her driveway every winter. This is how she thanks me? I dig out her lease, flip to page 7. There it is, harassment clause, crystal clear, thanks to Gus. False complaints, hostile environment, grounds for termination. I snap a photo, timestamp it, text Gus. "It's time. Meet at noon, his office." On my way over, I get a next door notification. Brenda's already posting. Says I'm harassing her for reporting safety violations. 47 comments. Some folks believe her, some don't. But my neighbors, Crawford, Jesus, even Mrs. Yamamoto, back me up in the comments. Gus says, send a violation notice. Certified mail. Cite the lease clause, false police report, defamatory post. 30 days to cure. He bets she'll escalate. He's right. That night, music thunders from Brenda's house at 11 p.m. Glass shatters. Next morning, I find beer bottles smashed across my lawn. Security cameras show Brenda herself, arm cocked, for bottles, perfect form. Mrs. Yamamoto saw it all, even wrote a statement. Floral stationery, teacher's handwriting. It goes in the file. Strike 2. Day 12. Phone rings. Mr. Dale, Shayla Worth, Channel 7. Brenda says she's being evicted for reporting violations. Comment. I explain. She's got an interview with Brenda on air at 6 p.m., no time for my side. Gus and Marcus, my son's flown in by now, gather to watch. News segment paints me as the villain. My phone blows up, contractors back out, neighbors pile on. Gus says, give the reporter the real story, evidence, footage, everything. She'll fix it. Next day, we meet with Shayla, binder in hand. Police reports, video, statements. Her jaw drops. I'll run a correction. 4 days later, Brenda files a restraining order, claims I'm menacing her with my garden hose. It's shaped like a duck, for crying out loud. Gus digs into her background. 2 previous evictions, discrimination lawsuit dismissed as vexatious. Even tried to get a landlord deported. I feel a chill. She's targeted every minority neighbor I have. She's got $23,000 in judgments against her, tried to wipe it all in bankruptcy, but fraud debts don't disappear. Now, I've got more than enough to end her lease. But I want to stop her for good. Gus lays out the plan, restraining order hearing, eviction, then flag her everywhere. Databases, registries, you name it. By the time we're ready for court, Marcus and Tyler are both with me. Gus has color-coded tabs in the binder. Mrs. Yamamoto's statement is front and center. Brenda rolls in with a rookie public defender. Protesters chant outside, fueled by Facebook and bad info. Inside, Judge Medina, stern, seen it all, reads Brenda's thin folder in under a minute. Gus presents our case, police reports, security video, neighbor affidavits, prior evictions. Judge's face hardens. Petition denied. Turns to Brenda, issues a restraining order against her. Tells me, you've got grounds for countersuit. I say, just want her gone, flagged, so she can't hurt anyone else. Eviction goes through. Brenda moves out. Her mother Carol tries to cut a $10,000 check to make it all go away. I tell her, it's not about money, it's the pattern. She'll just hurt someone else if we let it slide. Carol's face crumples, but she gets it. Brenda leaves. The house a mess, scratched walls, broken doors, cigarette burns, the works. I eat some of the loss. Peace costs money. But here's the twist. Out of the ashes, something better rises. Shayla runs her correction story. When tenant rights become tenant wrongs. It blows up. Contractors come back. The local landlord association asks me to speak. But I can't shake Shayla's line. Abuse makes it harder for real victims to be heard. So, with Marcus, Tyler, Gus, and my neighbors, we turn the rental into transitional housing, helping families escaping domestic violence. We seed Linda's Legacy Fund, tenant screening, legal help for both sides. Good tenants, good landlords, no more scammers winning by default. First grant pays off Rajesh's old debt. He calls me crying, says nobody ever believed him before. Thanksgiving, my house is full. My boys, neighbors, even Shayla, Diesel the cat underfoot, the smell of turkey in every room. I raise my glass. Build something bigger than your anger. Linda's words. And we did. Brenda moves on. New town, new landlord. Hopefully new start. Her mom sends a Christmas card. Thank you for not destroying her. Few days later, I get a call. Patricia Tatum, desperate for help with her landlord scamming rent payments. I say, tell me everything. This fun Linda and I started? It's helping people already. That's the story. If you've ever tangled with a nightmare tenant or landlord, you're not alone. The system only works when we speak up, share what we know, and have each other's backs. Drop a comment. What's justice look like where you live? Ever seen someone weaponize the system? Let's talk about it. Debate, vent, swap stories. And hey, go park your truck wherever the hell you want on your own driveway. You earned it.